So I'm taking a ride on the skyliner. An interesting echo in here. I hadn't noticed that until just now. It's actually not that uncomfortable. The windows up at the top here, if you can see them, they're all mesh, and they're open. So there's lots of fresh air blowing through here, and as we move, there's plenty of fresh air. So it's really not uncomfortable in any way. People said, oh, it's not air conditioned, it's a problem. It's really not a problem at all. It's fairly comfortable in here. As you can see, it's pretty bright out, so kind of surprising a little bit. But the air movement is really nice. It's actually a pretty nice ride. So this is a good way to get back and forth between different destinations along the corridor that's where the Epcot and the studios are, because they're actually connected by a walkway anyway. And then you can go around and connect to some of the other places, like the Caribbean Beach is the big transfer station, and go to the Art of Animation like I'm going to now. So you can go around to different places and locations, and it's actually pretty convenient because there's always a car waiting and there's not much of a queue because these cars are a pretty good size. You can fit a fair number of people in here. I'm guessing about 12 people in here or something like that. So it's a decent size for what it is. So it's really convenient and actually very nice. It's very pleasant to ride in. I think it's a nice evolutionary step for Disney. Now, personally, I love the monorail, and I miss the fact that they haven't put more monorails. But you know, this is an okay solution, I think. And if as long as it continues to work and there are no issues with it, it'll be a great solution. So that's the way I see it. But just a pleasant ride. It's just a really nice way to get around, and we're going under a station here, it's very, very nice. It's just, you know, it's kind of a pleasant ride as you go along here. We're going over different roads and different places, and it just gets you there more efficiently than the buses do. I think it was like 6 minutes or 7 minutes between the Caribbean Beach and the studios, and right now we're sitting at what 2 minutes in this ride. Sorry, I had to roll my glasses down to be able to see that, because that's what happens when you get older. And here we are almost at the Art of Animation Resort. Now, if we were taking a bus, the bus would probably take, you know, you'd be 15 minutes between buses, and it might take 10 minutes to get there. So this is a really efficient ride to get to where you want to go. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I'm just, you know, I'm kind of dumbfounded because I really didn't know what to expect. But I like it. I think, you know, I was like, oh, no monorail, that's disappointing. But as it turns out, this is a nice alternative, I think. It works out pretty well. Now, there was a minor problem a couple of weeks ago where the gondolas all got stuck. And I believe, if I understand what happened correctly, there was a problem with one of the gondolas. They can pull the gondolas off the line and put them to the side so they can have slower loading times. You can put a wheelchair on them and whatever. So they can pull a gondola off to the side. And in one of the stations that hadn't opened yet, apparently the switch had kind of gotten stuck. And one of the gondolas started to go through it, and it caused a shutdown because it was stuck between actually moving forward and being off to the side. And because they hadn't opened the station yet, it became a problem. But I don't think it's a huge problem, and I think that was an easy one to fix once they determined what it was. And it actually came together nicely for them. You know, they were back up and running in about 10 days, 12 days, something like that. And they didn't have to bring in OSHA, which was a nice plus, you know, or the NTSB. You know, they looked into it, but they didn't have to come in to actually look at what the incident was caused by, which is a nice change.